Question number 1. Question number 1 says Mahendra and Virat are sitting on a bench. Distance between them is 1 meter. Mass of Mahendra is 75 kilograms and mass of Virat is 80 kilograms. We have to find out force of attraction between them. We have to calculate force of attraction between them. So, force of attraction between Mahendra and Virat by Newton's law of gravitation. We will calculate, which we have discussed in the previous period. It is force is equal to universal gravitational constant into m1 into m2 upon r square. Let us substitute all the values. Force is equal to value of universal gravitational constant is 6.67 into 10 to the power negative 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. M1 means mass of first object. Mass of Mahendra here is 75 kilograms and M2 is mass of Virat, that is 80 kilograms upon r square means distance square is 1 meter. It means 1 square. So force is equal to, now this is the bare calculation, 6.67 into 10 to the power negative 11. We will multiply this both, it is 6000 and 1 square is equal to 1. Let us write down the 6000 as 6.67 into 6 into 10 to the power, this 1000 means 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power negative 11 upon 1. Since in the denominator 1 means the value is 6.67 into 6 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power negative 11. Let's go for this multiplication. 6 7s are 42, carry over 4, 6 6 are 36, 40, 0 carry over 4, 6 6 are 34, again 40. And decimal point will come after 2 places. So 40.02 into, now here bases are same, we will add their indices. 3 plus negative 11 is equal to 10 to the power negative 8. Now here it means 40.02 upon 10 to the power 8. This is negative power, it means divided by positive power. So if you will calculate this value, it will be 4.002 into 10 to the power negative 7 Newton. Due to this one, this decimal point will move here. Or you can write down this as in the another way. The same calculation you can write in this way also. 40.02 into this we will split as 10 to the power negative 1 into 10 to the power negative 7. So this is 40.02 upon 10. into 10 to the power negative 7. Since in the denominator there is 10, decimal point will move to the left. 4.002 into 10 to the power negative 7 Newton is the amount of force which is exerted by Mahendra and Virat on each other. The value of force, that is 4.002 upon 10 to the power 7. If you will evaluate this one, is very less. 0.000004002 newtons. So this value, this amount of force is very less, very negligible. It is very small. That's why we are not able to see that Mahendra is moving to Virat. And along with this force, there is one more force acting on Mahendra and Virat from the bench. That is the force of friction. So both the forces are balanced. That's why practically we are not able to see the two people are moving to each other. Now next to this, suppose bench is frictionless. It means that the bench on which Mahendra and Virat are sitting is having force of friction 0. In that case, what will happen? Mahendra will start to move toward Virat and Virat will start toward Mahendra. We will discuss with the next in this example number 2, that case. So, is this clear? Just write down and practice well 2-3 times this calculation. Now see, in the question number 2, if we will see, in the question number 2, if we will consider force of friction of bench on which Mahendra and Virat are sitting is 0, then obviously what will happen, due to the 0 force of friction of bench, Mahendra and Virat will start to move toward each other. Now let us consider here, Mahendra starts to move towards Virat. Mahendra starts to move towards Virat. Then what will happen? First thing, this distance 1 meter will start to reduce, and as distance will start to reduce, Mahendra will start to move. We will be able to calculate its acceleration, as well as we will be able to calculate its velocity. These both the values we will calculate by using Newton's equation of motion. For calculating that, let's move forward. Now, if the force of friction of bench is 0, then Mahendra will start to move toward Virat, and we will be able to calculate both the quantities, acceleration as well as velocity, right, by Newton's equation of motion. So, for calculating acceleration, we will take the help of formula of force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Therefore, acceleration is equal to force into mass. We have the value of these both the quantities. Force we calculated in the first example, 4.002 into 10 to the power negative 7 Newton, and mass of Mahendra is 75 kilogram. For calculating this value, we need to convert this decimal number as a whole number. So, for moving this decimal point at 3 places, we have to multiply this by 1000. So, 4.002 into 1000 means 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power negative 7. Since we have multiplied this by 10 to the power negative 10 to the power 3. In the denominator also we have to multiply by 10 to the power. As we multiplied by 10 to the power 3, this decimal point will move on the right place. So acceleration is equal to 4 point, instead of 4 point it will become 4002 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 7 upon 4002 divided by 75. First 3 digits we will take. 75 divided by 400. First 3 digits on taking. So it is divisible by 5. Fifth place. 75 5s are 375. Remains 2 take down 252. Now third place. 75 3s are 225. 7 2. Let us take 0 down. So this here it will be decimal point. Again we will divide it by third place. 75 3s are 225. Right? So now here it remains 4 and this is 5. Take 0 down and this is finally 6. 450. 0. So what is the quotient of 4002 divided by 75? 53.36. So let us write down the value. Here it is. $4,002 divided by 75 is equal to 53.36 into, this is 10 to the power negative 7. And this denominator has 10 to the power 3. We will transfer it into the numerator. It will become 10 to the power negative 3. Positive 3 will become negative 3. Finally, 53.36 multiplied by 10 to the power, this powers we will add, negative 7 plus negative 3 is negative 10. Now, once again we will move this one decimal point on the left side. So, it will become 5.336. Now, this 10 to the power negative 10 will become 10 to the power negative 9. Now, if you will make the rounding of this number, 6 is more than 5, this 3 will become 4. So, 5.34 into 10 to the power negative 9 meter per second square is the value of acceleration. So, at the end of the calculation, acceleration we have got, value of acceleration we have got 5.34 into 10 to the power negative 9 meter per second square. This is acceleration we have calculated by using formula of force. We transpose what force divided by mass. Now we will calculate velocity. In the second case, velocity we will calculate by using Newton's equation of motion. So here we will use Newton's first equation of motion. What is the Newton's first equation of motion? Yes, it is V is equal to U plus AT. Now let's see. Value of U. Force of friction of bench is 0. Mahendra will start to move toward Virat. At the beginning, when Mahendra will start to move toward Virat, initial velocity of Mahendra is 0 meter per second. Acceleration we have calculated 5.34 into 10 to the power negative 9 meter per second square. And here we have to calculate velocity after 1 second. So time is, according to the question, we have to find out velocity after the time of 1 second. So let us substitute values. V is equal to initial velocity u is 0 plus acceleration is 5.34 into 10 to the power negative 9 and time is 1 second. So V is equal to 0 and this value will come as it is since time is 1 second. So velocity is 5.34 into 10 to the power negative 9. Unit meter per second. Now if you will look at this value, again this is very small value. Velocity is equal to 5.34 upon 10 to the power 9. This value will again very much small. So we will not be able to see the movement of Mahendra toward Virat. So let's discuss. Use your brain power from your textbook page number 6. In use your brain power, they have given here, assume acceleration is constant. Means when Mahendra will move toward Virat, acceleration is constant. What it is, we have calculated acceleration as 5.34 into 10 to the power negative 9 meter per second square, and this remains constant. So it is asked that after 1 second time with initial velocity 0 meter per second, when Mahendra starts to move toward Virat, how much time it will take to move the distance of 1 centimeter. Here distance of 1 centimeter means 1 upon 100 meters. So let's calculate. Acceleration is constant. Acceleration is 5.34 into 10 to the power negative 9 meter per second square. So approximately value of this acceleration 5.34 means 5 we consider into 10 to the power negative 9 meter per second square. Here we will use Newton's second equation of motion. It is S is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square. Substitute all these values. Distance is 1 upon 100 is equal to value of u is 0. Time we have to calculate. It is unknown quantity here. Plus 1 upon 2 into acceleration. Now here we will take approximate value instead of taking this one, so that it will become easy for calculation. Because if you will take this one, it will come in the decimal point with a very small amount of quantity. So we will round it off and we will take approximate value of 5.34, that is 5 into 10 to the power negative 9 into t square. Let's find out 0 into t, it will become 0. So 1 upon 100 equal to, now let's divide this. This will become 2 1 2, 2.5. 2.5 into 10 to the power negative 9 into t square. We need to calculate t square. Here the denominator is 1. Let t square here and transpose this values. It will become 1 upon 100 into 1 upon 2.5 into 10 to the power negative 9 is equal to 3 square. T square is equal to this in the denominator 1 upon 100 into 2.5 into 10 to the power negative 9. Into this 100 it will become T square is equal to 1 upon 2.5 into 100 250 into 10 to the power 9. T square is equal to negative 9, not 9, negative 9. 10 to the power positive 9. On transposing into the numerator, this negative power will become positive power upon 250. This we will write as 1000 into 10 to the power 3 we have taken here, so it will become 6 upon 250. So T square is equal to 4 into 10 to the power 6. We have to find out the value of T. So we will take square root of this 4. So T square root T equal to 4 square root 2. And 10 to the power 6 will become 10 to the power 3. And the time required is 2 into 10 to the power 3 seconds. So after 1 second, for moving 1 centimeter distance, Mahendra will take time 2 into 10 to the power 3 seconds. That's it. Now the next point in your textbook is given in the do you know. Exert force of attraction on Earth. As a result of this force of attraction, as well as Earth is also exerting. Being Moon and Earth both are the solid mass, we cannot see the phenomenon. But on Earth, it is surrounded by water, which is liquid state, in state. And this liquid state water gets affected by gravitational force very quickly, and we can see this in the form of tides. So when Moon and Earth comes in the straight line, due to the force of attraction, the water which is in the liquid state start to flow toward Moon. At this point, water level get increased on Earth, and this we are calling as high tide. The same thing happens on the opposite side. Here also, water gets attracted at this place. Both the places are considered as high tide. And opposite of this, at the 90-degree place, here on this place, this water moves this side. So this water level at this location of 90 degree decreases. Here water level increases. Here water level decreases at 90 degree location on the Earth's surface. At water level decreases, and this we are calling as low tide. This happened twice in a day. Low tides happen twice, as well as high tides also happens twice in a day. A very interesting geographical and scientific phenomenon due to the force of attraction between the two heavenly bodies we can observe. Now, one more related heavenly body we have in our solar system is Sun. You might ask, when Sun, Moon and Earth comes in the straight line, what happens? Obviously, the same time here Sun also exerts the force, and this tide gets converted in case of the Sun and Earth as a super tide. And At this time, water level is more higher due at the high tide, and at this location it is low tide. Water level increases extremely. And here water level decreases. So this low tide and high tide or super tide are nothing but the results of force of attraction between the heavenly bodies. Water moves due to its a liquid state, and we can easily observe this phenomenon. That's all for today. Keep on reading. Study that.